without a doubt. And so here at 95.7 The Boss, we are a research radio station. We put things in practice, y'all, so we could be better individuals, better family members, better citizens. What's wrong with being a little bit better than you were yesterday? So we put it in practice here. Everybody else talk about it. We about it. And so, you know how we do it over here. We actually show love to our neighbors locally and regionally, unsigned artists. And so all the music that you hear here are from the burbs, the bluffs, the O, or other communities around the United States of America. We're going to be hopefully making a special announcement, hopefully during the show if we can. But if not, we're going to be making a we'll give you guys in a 411 on what's happening with our Father Day concert, because that's coming up. We want you guys to come out and celebrate with your fathers, uncles, brothers, those that, or even those that are fathers to the community. All right? We're going to get it rolling, y'all. Boss with me.
You the type that bite the hand that feeds you, spreading discord in the streets, speaking down on the king. Don't nobody believe you. Can't play with my emojis. Zoc you sit through. Do you say I'm your favorite? But treat me all stanky like I'm a birdhead, dusty baby boy with a blankie. Laugh now, cry later. May all your prayers get ignored by the creator. Abusive codependency, hate and envy. Is it because I shine bright, looking all reflective? You wanna get close, abuse me, make me feel less than and neglected. Cause I'm selected. Check your energy, your chakras, your vibe ain't right. I use my index finger to swipe your whole life. No disloyal individual all up in my space. Playing with my emojis got me turning up my face. I thought you was the homie, but you play with my emojis. I found out you was phony, you ain't got no love for me. Don't play with my emojis, you's a one-trick pony. When you see me, ain't no thing. When you act like you don't know me, I thought you was the homie, but you play with my emojis. Found out you was phony, you ain't got no love for me. Don't play with my emojis, you's one trick pony. When you see me, ain't no thing. When you act like you don't know me. Social media ain't social, have one to go. So it flip you off, you focus, brain games, hocus pocus. Thrown off by those who are both below us. Mind jumping tracks like a hijacked locomotive. So copacetic, dogmatic, you can jump rope with it. Being on my team, ain't no slippery slopes in it. First round draft piece, we living it to win it. Is you or ain't you? Can you or can't you? No, I know you can't, cause that just ain't you. So okie bogus, I don't feel bad when I ghost you. You ain't got my back like you know you're supposed to. Capping like you ride for me, you don't ever show me. It's the type of thing that make me question your emotions. You show me more fakers than there's waters in the ocean. Start calling you Pinocchio, I see your nose growing. Don't need nobody around me that's gonna play with my emojis. I thought you was a homie, but you play with my emojis. I found out you was phony, you ain't got no love for me. Don't play with my emojis, you's a one-trick pony. When you see me, ain't no thing. When you act like you don't know me, I thought you was the homie, but you play my emojis. You's a one-trick pony. When you see me, ain't no thing. When you act like you don't know me. Cartoons, memes, and posts can't console you. Techno using thumbs and hearts to control you. Use a snack covered in strawberry ice cream, gold sparkles and cake. Sneaky Pete, creeping, but I know you fake. When I'm picking and choosing, you the one that I'm losing. These coattails I got ain't made for betting or using. Make you overdose, leave you limp off my dopeness. Main line of pure Georgia light for the hopeless. You focused on the wrong thing. You know more about the algorithm than your own name. Rather have fake friends for Christmas, not support the family business. Your word ain't bond, it's worth less than the poo emoji. You play more games than a smurf named Jokey. Can't trust you cause you stuff around like hokey pokey. Killed me twice, twisted and left in the knife. You'll probably give me more likes in death than you ever give me in life.
My granny said you was a no good, ugly rock star from New York. Like you got slapped in the face with a hot bag of pork. Playing with my emojis, trying to slide that thing on my foot. I thought you was the homie, but you play with my emojis. I found out you was phony, you ain't got no love for me. Don't play with my emojis, you's a one-trick pony. When you see me, ain't no thing, when you act like you don't know me. I thought you was the homie, but you play with my emojis. Found out you was phony, you ain't got no love for me. Don't play with my emojis, you's a one-trick pony. When you see me, ain't no thing, when you act like you don't know me.
Keep it rolling, y'all, on this Winning Women Wednesday. Make sure you acknowledge the women in your lives, without a doubt.
Free
Wakanda One, new music, Boss Women.
Receive somebody's potent, simply organic mentality. Flowing indeed, we grow and receive somebody's potent, simply organic mentality. Me plus you, you plus me. That's the math I like to see. In this life, nothing's for free. Like the love between you and me. You simplify all of my problems. Yeah, you do. No matter the occasion, you always solve them. Any problem, we can solve it. It's like calculus, geometry. That's you and me, we're bound to be. Growing exponentially, we bound to be. Any problem, we can solve it. It's like calculus, geometry, trigonometry. That's you and me, we bound to be. Free flowing indeed, we grow and receive somebody's potent, simply organic mentality. Make my way back. If I could find my way back. Make my way back tonight. If I could find my way to you. Make my back tonight. Hood ambassadors.
My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. Yeah, they wanna get it, but they never seen the killer. Yeah, they wanna get it, but they never seen the killer.
I look too dappled in Versace and Gucci. My BBS is diabolical, just like Mr. Lucci. I rather count $1 million than to pay for the coupe. See, my mama made a star, but the trap didn't induce me. Yeah, my deliveries lavish, but I spit bars like a Uzi. I'm a monument walking and ain't nobody gonna move me. I was destined for greatness. I'm gifted in sessions. I keep the bricky on me and I'm playing. You keep it in public. I manifested on millions. You can hate it or love it. I'm a diamond in the rough, man. My journey been rugged. All I want is the money, the fame and the haters. You wasn't with me on the grind when I was getting this paper. I'm screaming glory, hallelujah, gotta make me a star. Watch my diamonds get to dancing like I'm Pluto to Mars. I'm amazing when you see me posted up at the bar. Baby girl, she wanna please me, giving top in the car. Why this took so long? I always been phenomenal. I put my blood, sweat, and tears to go and conquer mode. I'm feeling strange when they go and know your name. I'm with nobody, didn't care to feel the same. Try to play me, looking plain. My diamonds dancing, MC Hammer on my chain. I made a promise through the fortune and the fame. Change your address, but you always stay the same. A lot of me falling off on Eddie Kane. My view impeccable through the pain. I've been cheating on these new left a stain. Boss can be a legend, top tier within the game. I'm feeling glory, hallelujah, God that made me a star. Watch my diamonds get to dancing like I'm Pluto to Mars. I'm amazing when you see me posted up at the bar. Baby girl, she wanna please me, giving two in the car.
My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. Yeah, they wanna get it, but they never seen the killer. Yeah, they wanna get it, but they never seen the killer. Yeah, they wanna get it, but they never seen the killer. My diamonds get to dancing like Michael Jackson Thriller. Yeah, they wanna get it, but they never seen the killer.
Storm.
I love you, Bobby.
Feel the hate. Okay. I can feel it, but you say. Hit my phone, but you a block away. Feeling like Matumbo, not today. I can feel the hate. Okay. I can feel it, but you say. Hit my phone, but you a block away. Feeling like Matumbo, not today. Where you at? Where you really been? Please don't come around like you been a friend. Started from the bottom, what I represent. You can't come around for the benefits. Nigga mad, so I hit the switch. But you was calling me when you was indigent. Now these niggas flexing like they in the gym. But you're really ballin', we a butter in. Hey, that's a lesson learned. What goes back around, gotta wait your turn. Hit 'em where it hurt, gotta show your work. Yeah, 1080 vision, come and cop some merch. I can feel the hate. Okay. I can feel it, but you say. Hit my phone, but you a block away. Feeling like Matumbo, not today. I can feel the hate. Okay. I can feel it, but you say. Hit my phone, but you a block away. Feeling like Matumbo, not today.
Tim Duncan, back it off the back. You was tripping on some practice, say I 3 up on my back. All this money that I'm making got me dunking like T-Mac. Claiming on my land, I'm from the middle of the map. My team stick together till the line go flat. Yo, chopper stay broke, I'm a sniper with the strap. 1080 on my jersey, yeah, designer mismatch. Sham God, trippy Aquafino with the wrist. Courage from beyond, I got views from the trips. Blowing up my line, I hit my tumble blocking lips. We 2K in the game, yo, my player don't exist. This shot ain't got no jam, it's all net up with the switch. Switch.
I can feel the hate. Okay. I can feel it, but you say.
Oh, yeah.
My phone, but you a block
All the way from
away.
Vegas.
Feeling like Matumbo, not today.
I see ya.
I can feel the hate.
We're worldwide, baby.
I can feel it,
95.7
but
The Boss.
you say.
Boss with me.
Hit my phone, but you a block away.
You know how we do it.
Feeling
On
like
this Winning Women
Matumbo,
Wednesday.
not today.
Make sure you acknowledge the women in your lives. Be purposeful. Acknowledge the women in your lives. We'll keep it rolling, y'all. It's big. You know who it is. Boss with us.
Little mama with that bad dead. It's big. Ooh, it's big. It's big. It's round. Yeah. Little mama with that bad dead. It's big. Look at that. Big. Little mama with that bad dead. It's big.
Put on their neck, giving these blows. What you saying?
I'm one in the two. Stay on top like condiments. Duh, that is common sense. Know that I'm gon' pop my. Love my confidence. Go to my team. I'm in my own league. Can't be acting clingy, tapping. I don't need. I know you see the buzz. I know how I'm coming. Don't gotta gas me up. I got options on options. Say they done, they capping. Tripping over one tragedy. Now this ain't gon' happen. I had to get savage. Ain't worth the baggage. Here since you can have it. Don't recycle, I trash it.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Pressure. Little mama with that. Look at that. Bag. It's big. It's big.
It's big. It's big.
It's big.
It's big.
It's big. Look at that. It's big.
It's big.
Little mama with that.
Yeah.
Bag. It's big. It's big.
It's fat. Oh yeah. I don't want you can have them back. He know I'm the catch, I'ma throw it back. Make him break his neck, he gon' run it back. I spend your money, but I got my own. Know you like it, you won't leave me alone. Only chasing checks, I don't need a loan. I know you can't take me home.
It's big. It's big. Ooh, it's big. It's big. It's big. It's big. It's round. Little mama with that bag. It's big. It's big.
It's big. It's big.
It's big.
It's big.
It's big. Look at that. It's big.
It's big.
Little mama with that bag. It's big. It's big. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Pressure. Little mama with that. Look at that bag. It's big. It's big.
It's big. It's big.
It's big.
It's big.
It's big. It's big.
It's big.
Little mama with that bag. It's big. It's big. It's big.
Keep your positivity right. Never let them alter your mind. Stay on the path you know you're supposed to. And have no fear of falling. Listen to your conscience. No fear of falling. Stay on the path you know you're supposed to. And have no fear. Revelation, dedication, tribulation, jubilation, revelation, dedication, tribulation, jubilation.
Revelation, dedication, tribulation, jubilation, revelation, dedication, tribulation, jubilation. All this wallet on my mind, you can't move how I get it. Yeah, I see you make it move, but you ain't move how I get it. White, gold, and blue diamonds set the mood on how I do it. With the needle to the groove, you can't do it how I do it. All this wallet on my mind, you can't move how I get it. Yeah, I see you make it move, but you ain't move how I did it. White, gold, and blue diamonds set the mood on how I do it. With the needle to the groove, you can't do it how I do it. I'm colder than the blizzard and 3 buckets of ice new. I'm running through the late night, I'm up with the night critters. Kowalski and D-Boy got a legion of night spitters. Escobar the godson, I'm passionate Christ new. Execs talking money, best be talking the right figures. I came to stand no business, I ain't shooting no dice with you. Hit you with the 3D E-Bond, get the table. I'm standing on the monument like King Mabel. The turn the bill, disconnected like cable. All my BOS and we connected to the navel. These hoes flipping fairy telling fable. Power from this move, like Chad Gable. All this wallet on my mind, you can't move how I get it. Yeah, I see you make it move, but you ain't move how I get it. White, gold, and blue diamonds set the mood on how I do it. With the needle to the groove, you can't do it how I do it. All this wallet on my mind, you can't move how I get it. Yeah, I see you make it move, but you ain't move how I did it. White, gold, and blue diamonds set the mood on how I do it. With the needle to the groove, you can't do it how I do it. 2023, they gon' crown me the GOAT. They lost sight up on the news that was giving them hope. Yeah, the blicky get to stacking, think it's a joke. And I ain't with these that be strung on the coop. Man, I current stump a fiend for running off of the dope. Lil' better show the same respect as the Pope. Man, these niggas love jail, they like dropping the soap. Don't take a peek in the noose to hang yourself by the rope. All this wallet on my mind, you can't move how I get it. Yeah, I see you make it move, but you ain't move how I get it. White, gold, and blue diamonds set the mood on how I do it. With the needle to the groove, you can't do it how I do it. All this wallet on my mind, you can't move how I get it. Yeah, I see you make it move, but you ain't move how I did it. White, gold, and blue diamonds set the mood on how I do it. With the needle to the groove, you can't do it how I do it.
Revelation. Me and my people need liberation, liberation. Me and my people need liberation, liberation. Me and my people need liberation. On live base. Me and my people need liberation, all the way from the south. They came up to Omaha. Yo, in their mouth. They could barely talk. Grandma in the back, she could barely walk. On the plantation doing thing. Man working doing it. Man, you heard him. Sharecropper, Jim Crow. Man, it's off. Man, it's off. Put me a coffin. I don't know if I could do it, nigga, I get crazy. Have my baby. On my mama, somebody save me, nigga. Understand I'm going crazy, nigga. Liberation, liberation. Me and my people need liberation, liberation. Me and my people need liberation, liberation. Me and my people need liberation. On live base. Me and my people need liberation. You trying to screw us up. Tell us that we cool. You give us a check from Wall Street, y'all acting fool. In the White House, man, I know what y'all doing. Trying to get us down. I see you do it. I'ma build a bag, build it all up. Black Wall Street on the hall, bro. You don't know about us, man. We do it real plus. 'Cause me and my people need. Me and my people need liberation. And me and my people need liberation. Me and my people need liberation. Hey, I'm the nip of my generation. I come through ice skating. You hate it. I know what I'm making. I made of something that's over usurping Satan. I'm Homo sapien. I know what I do when I'm skating. I'm resurrected. Vibrations. Ooh, cool vibrations. J-keys all through the sensations. Flame classic coming through with the beat destination. Me and my people need liberation. Pour out libations. Shout out to all my niggas who did it every situation. Me and my people need. Me and my people need liberation. Me and my people need liberation. Me and my people need liberation. Liberation. I fly like an eagle. You don't understand how will it re-roll. I come to give you a funeral. With these bars I lay down, I trap, here we go. Wait a minute.
I'm broken hearted, that's an understatement. Looking at the knees next to the departed, laying on the pavement. Go hear my plea, oh please, cause we're in need of all the saving. Some mama lost her baby, some of the past are crazy. Someone is contemplating, how about retaliating just to make the statement of how we are tired of being hated. Even amongst ourselves, we can't put that on the shelf, but we should know for real that we should model the respect that we expect from someone else. Now we see cities burning, dreams going up in flames, and that's the world is turning. Every day the first the same. We think it's with the flesh, but nah, it's on a higher plane. The fact that's how the unknown or forgotten, that's we fight for change. Some say the church divided, I say that's wheat and tears. Some folks promoting riots, they say that we don't care, but we're just practicing and working from our majesty. We're radically repenting of our apathy and depravity. Restricted by his grace, that's how we rise against the gravity of those who pull us down and use their lives to do it savagely. The situation's dim, but for the light we look to him, we pray his kingdom come, and only then with the madness is regeneration will never be legislated. Probably every generated will never be hated. So we step into the color, we work on disciple making, equip them to preach the gospel and send them so they can take it to the lost and downtrodden. Let them know they're not forgotten, but a God who renews hearts, no matter how rotten. It's beneficial that he's sovereign. That means that he's the king with all power. You can't stop him from letting our freedom ring. So welcome to America, the home of brave. We're living in a new era. We're no longer your slaves. We have people from both sides holding on to their hate. It's enough to make my soul cry because I'm knowing the fate could possibly be the one where they're thrown in the lake and they'll be burning like my passion just to see them saved. And when I pray the Lord their souls be graced. So when he comes on that great day, their souls be raised to fellowship for eternity with glorious praise. I'm bound by the ethnicity, so gone are the days in which we war. We'll lay down our shields and swords, forever students of his pieces. Kneel to the Lord, a singular chord, harmonious like singing the chord. And every evil you can think of, you will think no more. The reward for the ones who to the Lord, so stay in the course. Christ took the heaviest sword when he was crushed by the Father for my sins and yours. It's so amazing how the King who raised report is spread out for restoration. So we shouldn't be complacent with the as a Christian with these issues in our nation.
You can't convince me out of my and don't you let fool you and thinking you don't matter, because we are the image of a God who sits on high, the restorer of our hearts, and he is our cry. You got some issues on your platter. You feel there's a lot of stuff against you and matter. And may the be the shepherd who restores your soul. And if you're broken, then he makes you whole. It doesn't matter. Oh yes, you do. Oh yes, you do.
She freaky, that's why I bust her out. She done ran up that bag and she from the south. She done moved to a condo from her mama's house. And she ain't fucking with you unless you got a big amount. She independent, can't tell her name. She ain't trying to spend no time, she need that money. She a bad bitch, can't say she ugly. She the hottest in the city, she been buzzing. She a fool on that and she get money too. Randoms in your DM claiming that they loving you. Damn, she done hypnotize you, how she make that air smooth. She ain't looking for love to her from the last dude. And his feelings, he can't get her back. You a bro, she ain't tryna well, she ain't listening to no rumors, gotta speak facts. She ain't got too many friends with her mean. How you doing, my name? Why you laying? I got all the motion. I seen you looking at me before I even approached. No, you wanna keep it a secret, nobody gotta know. They got flights out of town, you know I be living low. She a freaking, that's why I bust her out. She done ran up that bag and she from the south. She done moved to a condo from her mama's house. And she ain't fucking with you unless you got a big amount. She independent, can't tell her name. She ain't trying to spend no time, she needs that money. She a bad bitch, can't no bitch say she ugly. She the hottest in the city, she been buzzing. 20 bands, 50 bands, 100 bands, she got that. Stripping to pay the bills, but in school for a doctrine. She want a boss girl that's gonna show her the full process. Get a bag, fish your credit, listen to my guidance. So I'ma still be out flipping. I'm addicted to this money, that's why I can't get enough of this. Speaking on my name like a dog, you go catch these sticks. Let's play with YLA, everybody got hit. Ooh, shake that up. Shake that, come on, shake that up. Shake that up. Boss bitch and independent, you can still shake that up. Shake Tiffany, Brittany, Alexis, come on, shake that up. She got a bad leg, but she gon' still hype up her friends. That's why I bust her out. She done ran up that bag and she from the south. She done moved to a condo from her mama's house. And she ain't fucking with you unless you got a big amount. She independent, can't tell her name. She ain't trying to spend no time, she needs that money. She a bad bitch, can't no bitch say she ugly. She the hottest in the city, she been buzzing.
Loyalty mean everything. Have you ever loved somebody? No secret safe for me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I go to war for you. I break my back for you. I do it all. Baby, ask God. Loyalty mean everything. Have you ever loved somebody? No secret safe for me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I go to war for you. I break my back for you. I do it all. Baby, ask God. I might go super saiyan, I don't play by She call me Papa, that's my artist, she my superfood. Had to draw me a bag on the ring today. They call you my wife, you ain't give you my name. Had to bury your body, I'm getting away. That's what the party is looking that way. My heart been broken easy, just love you so confusing. I can see your soul got bruises. I guess we both been through it. Probably why we so congruent. That she good like Ruth Chris. Been diving that water on some swimmers. I'ma beat up the bar for the punish it. Loyalty mean everything. Have you ever loved somebody? No secret safe for me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I go to war for you. I break my back for you. I do it all. Baby, ask God. The baby been swinging the melody. When the grip on the lips like the president. With the hurt when you feel, girl, you haven't seen. Her acting lay here irrelevant. I go out the way for you. I'd rather wait with you. When the red dot come, yo, want that tap. I'd rather wait for you. She know I'm nasty. She hooked on me, but we both like, we might shoot a 3. We both do G, won't break no code. The ladies are flicking and get it exposed. The feet is the water like coke on the stove. Make you play it. What they say, you stuck with me until I'm gone. Until I'm gone, I do it all. Until I'm gone, I break my back for you. I do it all, oh. Loyalty mean everything. Have you ever loved somebody? No secret safe for me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I go to war for you. I break my back for you. I do it all. Baby, ask God. Loyalty mean everything. Have you ever loved somebody? No secret safe for me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I go to war for you. I break my back for you. I do it all. Baby, ask God. You can tell me all your problems and I won't tell nobody. Your secret's safe with me. Yeah.
Yo, I cross my heart, I hope to die by his sword. I live by his word, his eye is on the bird. So when I fall prostrate, my cry gets heard. I do it for the vibe, because in him I abide. He's my refuge, I will hide. In his hand I will find a power so eternal that it blows the finite mind. Many guys, but not like mine. Some give them stuff to ride to, but this is for the walk. He tells us to get up and go, but something happens when he talks. Cause if he says it, then it shall. He's the only good thing to come out of the birth canal. To think that he was thinking of me, a worthless child who was worse than foul, a jerk with a smile, dishing out hurt for the pound. I used to be confused and lost, but now I'm certain I found. Was headed in the wrong direction till he turned me around. And if you look at me now, I hope you see my cherished shade watching me from the clouds. Saw my face in the crowd. He watches me.
They pierced the skin and never broke the marrow. That's how he died for. His focus eye is on the sparrow. When I know he watches me. He watches me. He watches me. He cares for me. He watches me. He watches me.
Yo, see, it's a wonder that the Holy Wonder loves me. The majestic and eternal thinking of me brings comfort in my slumber. I don't worry, because his help is ever present, never scurries to bring assistance when I need it in a hurry. He's there, he sees I'm broken, he cares. He is my hope in the air. Matter of fact, he's everywhere. He's not merely on time, he's already there. Now that's the gospel to share. Knowing my God is all-knowing, and he's always prepared to deliver me from evil. There's no reason to fear. He's the shepherd and the keeper, and he's drawing me near. I pray his blessings on my people and all of my peers. I pray my enemies will see him and get down and repent. And be covered by the blood that was righteously spent to deliver us from all of our unrighteous intent. His eyes on the sparrow, and his sight is intense. He watches me.
They pierced the skin and never broke the marrow. That's how he died for. His focus eye is on the sparrow. When I know he watches me. He watches me. He watches me. Said he watches me. Yes, for me. Said I know he watches me. He watches me.
I know you're probably wearing. Where's the music at? Where's the music at? I was outside just doing some. Sometimes you gotta do some market research of your own station. You know what I mean? So how you doing today, Tillie?
I am awesome. I feel great.
I got
Ready to work. Get
okay.
this thing rolling.
Well, you know,
awesome topic.
Well, you know, today is Winning Women Wednesday, so
Woohoo!
we're gonna let you. We're gonna. What's the subject today? What's on your mind today?
Wow. Well, you know what? The subject today I'm going to talk about is I think colorism in our community is a big thing.
Right.
And I think that we need to talk about the basis of such. So I think that this topic is of great importance and it really needs to be discussed. What do you want?
Okay. Now, what is the meaning of colorism? First of all.
Ooh. Let me know when you. Oh, God, wait. I'm sorry, everybody. Okay, so I mean, the definition that I get is it's a discrimination, or a bias against someone's skin tone, and I think that that's something that is very big amongst our community as African Americans. So I really do think that it needs to be talked about. As a today, I think we should talk about it as an abstract because there's so many sub um, titles to this label, and I want to talk about it on a basis, an abstract today, like an all-in-one.
Okay.
And on other times, we can definitely get it all broken down because there's so many different scenarios, different circumstances. But we're going to talk about it as a whole today.
Okay. I'm multitasking right now. We have a young person in the building, and she's trying to get internet, and so I got to make sure we accommodate.
The little person gets internet.
Oh yeah, you know they run things.
Yes.
They really run things.
I know.
Okay, yeah, I got her set up. Omaha, I'm gonna get the camera set up. Oh, here you go, Bama. Here you go. It's all set up for you. All right. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. We just kind of barged into the conversation. We got Tillie in the building. She's coming in every other Wednesday.
Hello, everybody.
And we're gonna be bringing some topics that actually affect us in our community, because what you're talking about, colorism is actually correlated to favoritism. It's equal to racism, because racism happened when black against white against Mexican. That's that kind of racism.
Yeah.
And racism just is like favoritism, but it's correlated to colorism because it's racism.
Okay.
It's kind of favoritism or racism within our own culture.
Our own culture. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so we deal with it every day. We talk about it that they only got light-skinned people on TV. They always put the dark-skinned person as always the criminal. You know what I mean? So this is always different variables.
Yeah.
What we deal with as a society, on how other people perceive us, but also how we perceive ourselves.
Because it's like it has came to a point to where it's actually detrimental because nobody's really talking about this topic. And it's something that's of the utmost importance. I see my nieces who are of a darker complexion suffer from colorism in their schools because of what little boys have to say about them. But I can also speak from experience from when I was a little girl. I was picked on by a lot of my dark-skinned counterparts, or even ones that I thought were my friends. I was picked on. So there's this notion that we have that in the Black community that it's the dark skinned people that who suffer the most. And a lot of us know that a lot of this goes back to the Willie Lynch letter in the slavery times, where they divided the big against the little, the dark against the light, the house Negro against the field Negro. And they try to make it as if the lighter complected people were the only ones in the house, when really it was dark and light in the house. But if we just look at it and stop for a minute, we all were still in slavery.
Right.
You know.
Well,
so
and you see the movies depicted for those in the house, that they also got, beaten.
Yes.
Still probably even worse.
Raped worse.
Yeah, because they was the closest to the massa.
Yes, absolutely. There is a notion that a lot of us light-skinned women, because and I'm gonna base it today. I will base it mainly on speaking about the women, because amongst the men, it's not really as bad as I see it amongst the women, and they say it stems from an attention type of thing. We suffer too as light-skinned women. We have to, I've seen times where I have overqualified for a job, and just because the way I keep myself up, just because of the way that I speak, and I'm not coming in with red hair, long fingernails, and I'm not coming in, they are actually, a lot of the our counterparts are the people who we know that mostly hire us. They are intimidated by that.
By an actual professional
who is a black woman, and then they will hire a darker skinned woman, and then next thing you know, they're at odds. The blacks are at odds with each other because they see that this one got favored, but in reality, they're thinking that, oh, the dark skinned women get it the worst, and that's not always true. A lot of us light skinned women, that we don't talk about it a lot, but we suffer a lot as well.
Oh yeah, I think it's equal. Highest science is mathematics, so it's always a median when it comes to everything in society. Now, I've seen it growing up where black girls pick on light-skinned girls because they might be jealous because they're getting all the boys, and the boys like the light-skinned girls. I've seen all variables when it comes to conquer and divide. All of it, we need to just identify it and just recognize it. And we all have favorites. It doesn't make a difference what skin tone you like, because some people like just light-skinned girls, and some people just like and some people just like whatever you like.
Right. And that's my same notion. It's just like, I think a lot of, because it does stem a lot from a lot of the darker complected women, where they have an issue with the preference of what a man wants. But it's like, there are a lot of men out here who prefer darker skinned women as well. When I was married to my ex-husband, his mother was dark skinned, and him and his mother, his aunties, they pulled him to the side and said, why couldn't you find a dark skinned girl? But he married me because of my mind. It wasn't because of my complexion. But then I seen how that way they took their insecurities and put it on him, and that affected our marriage in a lot of ways, And so it's like, well, I always wanted a man that's I prefer darker skin. My dad is dark, but I don't have a problem with light skinned men. But there's nothing wrong with somebody wanting their preference. That doesn't debunk the other skin tone. It's just that's what somebody likes. You like what you like,
right? Well, I call it the Stockholm syndrome, similar to Patty Hearst when she got kidnapped by her hostage takers, and we've been kidnapped per se by America, and we've taken on the same behaviors that America have subjected on us, and so we have internalized racism against ourselves. Like I said, conquer and divide. Willie Lynch. If you want to control a subset of people, I studied sociology, and if you want to conquer a subset of people, you conquer and divide. And one way is skin color, but skin color is what Europeans and other people have used against Black people and Native Americans. It's skin tones, and now we are doing the same behavior to our own people. It's the Stockholm syndrome, where when you kidnap, you sometimes take on the same behaviors of your
Yeah.
kidnapper.
Yes, and if people don't know this also goes on in Jamaica. This goes on in Colombia. This goes on in Albuquerque. Like it goes on all over the place where
Everywhere.
it's the darker people are treated wrong
Right.
or less than, when it shouldn't be that way. I just think that as adults, I think that, because the Bible says when when you're a child, you think like a child. When you become an adult, you put away childish things. You have to come to a point to where you have a logical grasp on this thing.
Well, I can understand this played God's advocate. I want to hang with the devil. But most of the light skinned, especially the early brothers and sisters that were brought over here before they got raped, they were black. And so when masses of them raped our women and they had children by them, they came out lighter. And so usually the light skinned children worked inside the home because they were a direct descendant of massa. And so that's where you get that's one way you get that division.
Yeah.
Is because those light-skinned babies, early light-skinned babies, especially, were descended, have bloodline from Europeans that raped our ancestors.
Yeah.
And so that's where really the divide, I think, really started. And then now the overseer was probably light-skinned because he was probably master's son. Over the
possibly,
dark skin. Yeah. And so I can see the psychological
effect.
And we just perpetuated it.
Yeah.
We just carried on that same behavior.
Yeah.
Now what we like, I think that's kind of like another subject.
That's one of the sub.
Yeah.
That's one of the sub. Subjects, but it's a subject.
Yeah, it's a subject. It's a subject of the whole.
Yes. Because like literally that, I think that this subject is not talked about enough, because so many of our people just get so offensive when it comes to that. But I think that if you have a logical understanding and to understand, it's like having empathy. You have to put yourself in other person's shoes. I really didn't. I'm telling you, I'm being honest, because me and my mom is Creole, so that's Native American, French, in the black. So my mom is Creole, so she's high yellow. I'm considered like golden, but a lot of my sisters, we're all the same complexion, but one of my sisters is chocolate, and my mom is instilled in her confidence out of this world, like confidence. This girl has so much confidence growing up, and I think that is a thing that I've noticed as I've gotten older, because I didn't know it was a thing until I was 35 years old, and I experienced one of my ex-husband's cousins moving up here from New Orleans, and they moved into our home, and she was married too. Her husband moved in too, and it was just like she tried to down me about who I am, not knowing I'm solid. Right. You're not tearing this down. You're not gonna make me hate my complexion. I love my complexion. Right. But she really had internal issues from when she was a child, and I said, oh my gosh, this is a real thing. I just never experienced it, because my mom didn't raise my sister like that. She raised us to be very confident about who we are. But I noticed that a lot of darker skinned women, they have this thing inside of them that is like a crutch.
Yeah, and like you said, I think it happened because of that master relationship and that bloodline, but also
I would say how they were raised too, because a lot of black mothers talk about their daughters growing up.
So
her mother.
So basically, how they was raised.
Yeah, it has a lot to do with how our women were raised, and I think that needs to be a big thing to be talked about.
Yeah, because you should never call. We got brothers calling the children a little ends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that affects kids. It really does. And she said, when I started really talking to her, she said her mother just made her feel like she was the lowest of the lowest.
Why? Because she was darker.
Yeah, and her mom is light.
So again,
it goes back to it. Not does it go back there, but as parents, parents have a responsibility to instill and enrich your children. In a spit like my sister.
So was it in a sense, she kind of hated her child versus loving her child.
Yeah, like I really have a cousin who tried to bleach her son because he was dark. Like this is a real thing. She tried to, and he got sick.
Of course he will.
Like, and it was just sad. But I said this is really like an embedded seriousness that's happening in our community.
Well, actually, it's happening all over the world. You see a lot of Africans doing it, trying to lighten their skins, and
y'all don't want these light skin problems. Trust me,
right,
okay? We got our own problems over here.
Without a doubt, we all got problems. I mean, we all part of the same hue.
Right.
It goes back to anthropology again. So, colorism again leads to favoritism, and which limits our opportunity within our own race, because that's where you get that crab in the barrel mentality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we hate them because they look like a certain way, et cetera, et cetera. From a black male perspective, growing up and trying to holler at girls and stuff like that, usually the light-skinned girls back in the day, they like the light-skinned boys. Every once in a while, you might It was tough on us, dark skinned brother, until Michael Jordan came on the scene for real.
Oh, you said to Mike.
Sure.
So Michael Jordan came and changed the game.
He was chocolate and chocolate. We'll say it, y'all. We'll say it.
Oh my gosh. So you know what? I never really heard from the male perspective, like,
well, I mean,
what went on with, I mean, because you really don't hear about it too much. It's more like the women's side. But what was y'all men feeling? Like, what is this?
I don't know. Men really don't care, really.
Right?
I mean, we really don't care. We really
because
don't
everything y'all talk about is jokingly. Like,
I mean, it's kind of what's your flavor? Because every woman don't turn my eye just because she's a woman.
Right.
Period. Every woman. So just because she light skinned doesn't mean she had the flavor. Because I love Grace Jones, someone like that. That dark skinned.
Yeah.
Or back in the day we had in the movie, what's her name? I forget. It was
Cicely
Tyson. I mean, you had beautiful black women that growing up, even on TV.
Yes.
So it's from a man perspective, it's kind of what his flavor is.
Yeah, it's a preference. But believe it or not, and and it's so many secrets that a lot of light-skinned folks don't talk about, but there are a lot of light-skinned women who really think that because they're light-skinned, they are the all and be all. They believe this in their mind. And it's sad. It's really sad. It's sad because those are the ones that are really playing into the quick quote pro.
Well,
if that makes sense.
What I call it high maintenance. Because they think their appearance is going to get them what they want.
Oh, they believe that. They really believe that.
And it does it in a certain way because beauty does, or beauty intimidates. First of all, I mean, real beauty intimidates, especially if a woman is confident in herself. The man really has to be confident. But for those women that I call them super ego, and they narcissistic.
Oh yes.
And so I'm always cautious of those type of women because they're me first. And so they will never share. They will look out for themselves first. And so men, most of them women will be alone unless they get a man that just want a side piece or just want someone that look good on the inside. But a real man won't really tolerate a woman like that.
Yeah,
she should be alone.
Yeah, and I have an auntie that's like that. Like this lady is the top cream of the crop. When I say that, it's like she's really established. She has everything going on for herself. Beautiful. I mean, beautiful shape, beautiful everything. And in her mind, she really feels like she is sitting up on this throne. She don't have no man. Now they come at her, but the keeping, the marrying, none of that. Never been married. None of that. And you can see the sadness because I can kind of see within on people because I have a spirit of heavy discernment on me that was given to me, but I could see it on her the sadness that, hey, you got to humble yourself. Like it's about character at the end of the day. And that's what people need to understand. If you really sincerely get your character together, get you together, you wouldn't really harp on these type of things. You gotta do the homework. People are not doing the work on themselves.
Well, I've dealt with all type of women, those that are materialistic. To me, they're very selfish. Their car's more important than you.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is more important than you.
Bank accounts,
everything is more important than you. So we have, even they don't want to take your last name. You see some women like that too. So I had that experience, and so from a man perspective, either you're going to deal with it or you're not going to deal with it. Some men deal with it, some men aren't. The brother that was a soccer player over in, I think it was over in somewhere, he put everything in his mother name, and so when he got married, of course they didn't want to give all the woman's all lovey-dovey, and then the woman know at the end that they can get half after a certain amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
So they got a divorce, but she only can get half of what I think he only had like $100,000 in his name. Everything else is his mama.
That was smart.
So
that was really smart.
so because that's another way we conquer and divide, relation families and stuff like that, because we want to take half. And it should be about the money. It should be, if you love a person, it should be about the love. Yeah,
we shouldn't be on that level, because back in the days it was not like that. Like that wasn't even a thought. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it was look, these are my kids. This is my wife. This is my husband. Mm-hmm. It's like this is automatic.
It's a business now.
Yeah,
just like colorism. Like I said, if you got it, if I don't want you, if I want you, it's just something that we got to deal with. And do some self-healing.
Yeah.
Because if we have that self-prejudice against someone that's light-skinned or someone that's dark-skinned within our own race, then that's something within ourselves of lack of, of no love for self, actually.
Yes. I agree.
What do you think one of the solutions? Is it just everyone just dealing with their own self hates?
I think that just like with a lot of things need to be talked about. Things really need to be talked about honestly, because if you continue to first of all, we have to understand that this subject alone is embarrassing for a lot of people. Just to be honest, period, in today's society it intimidates people to keep it a buck, just to be 100 about what is actually going on with you. What we're seeing out here is like a lot of the young kids are saying, well, dang, I go into a store, I can't even say hi to my fellow woman without them just, I can't say what's up to somebody without them just like looking you up and down or ready to start some rage or something. It's just like, it's not that serious. Like, we have to be able to communicate first.
Right. Well,
communication is like, it's everything. You have to be able to talk about these things, because if you don't, and another thing is, if you're not being honest and transparent about it, we cannot build and you cannot fix things on lies.
Right down.
On lies. You have you have to say, look, I'm hurt because of X, Y, and Z. This is how I feel. And then you speak about it. You have to be able to be vulnerable with each other. We have to be able to be vulnerable with each other.
Well, our word was bond back in the day. So everybody else needed a contract because they don't trust each other. There's too much pride. People suffering in silence because they're afraid that people are gonna, tell their vulnerabilities, tell their stories. But we want to encourage you guys to do some self-healing, because it starts with ourselves. Like this day is Winning Women Wednesday. We are on purpose and recognizing the women in our lives. And so sometimes we can be on purpose on getting rid of some of our own self-prejudice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So absolutely.
Everything will start with us. When we start blaming, 3 fingers pointing back to us. So we have way more self-responsibility on healing, because we don't want to pass those ills down to our family. We
No,
want
we
to be calling
don't.
our young Black daughters and young Black sons names.
Absolutely.
That degrade them mentally.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Just because it happened to us or we experienced it doesn't mean that we have to. Because I'm not gonna lie. One time I was in my little hood mode. When you're at home, you just you be you. You just kind of got this other side. But man, how was it? You talking, you conversating. I flipped up one day and I said it to my daughter. I said, "Don't call me that," and I never called her that again.
Yeah, right.
I was just like talking. I was in the midst and she took it like serious. I never said it. I said, "I'm so sorry, daughter." And she took it like no. And that was she called me out on my stuff.
Yeah, because there's no way we should. If we love our children, why would you degrade them? Why would you talk negative to them? My mother always said, "Why? How could you hurt a child?" She's with me. She's with me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with no whoopings now. Look, hold on. That's health.
Right.
That's health. That's good for your health.
Right. But she loved children, and how can we, especially hurt your own children, by the language that we speak in our own homes. That N-word, alcohol, drugs was not in our home. My son didn't see that growing up. Sometimes we got to be adults. If you're gonna do those things, take it somewhere else where they can't see that, experience it. Just because they're growing up and just because they're your child doesn't mean you have to teach them negativity, the things that you have learned. Mr. Spock said, Yoda said, unlearn what you have learned. And so, like I said, we shouldn't perpetuate the negativity just because it was subjected on us. And colorism that leads to the crab in the barrel mentality, leads to the lack of support for businesses in our community. We have businesses that need support from Black neighbors, but also neighbors that are from other communities. Black people spend money with everybody every day.
Yeah.
And on Friday on purpose, we call it Black Friday. We demand those of the Black diaspora so we can get over that colorism. If you're from the Black diaspora, you should support each other, your brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Without a doubt. And we encourage our neighbors in Christ or in Allah or Judaism to support us, to spend money with us because we spend money with y'all.
Yeah.
What's wrong with talking about, like I said, talking about those things?
It's true. It's true. It's true. And when it comes to that, it's so that again, that's something that's been a big thing since the beginning. They destroyed Black Wall Street just so we can go spend with them, with them. They didn't want us spending amongst, our dollars circulated over 30 times in a day in the Black Wall Street. And right when we was getting ready to go international, they burned it down.
They bombed it.
They bombed it.
First time
they bombed it.
America have been bombed on American soil. They did it.
They was that hateful. They was that hateful. They bombed it.
And the reason why they did that, and we wrote, and even today they use the collective economics. It's so simple. Nothing. We don't even have to pray to God on this. You don't even have to go to Jesus on this one. We just got to make a decision that we're gonna help our brothers and sisters by supporting their businesses.
Yeah.
It's just really simple. And then God will bless you. Y'all want your blessings beforehand. Yeah. You want your money beforehand, and then you'll get lazy. You know how you eat and you get the itis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how y'all want to behave.
Yeah.
God ain't gonna give y'all nothing. We gotta put the work in, and then you will eat.
Yeah.
And be merry. I think that's how it is.
I think, and I think that again, when it comes to Black businesses helping other Black businesses, we do that here to a certain extent, but not as much as we should. Okay, because there's been countless times where I've reached out to even purchase a dress from a boutique, here. And the person would just look at you send the message through Messenger, and they'll just look at it and never respond back. But yet you're promoting, you're selling dresses and you're doing X, Y, and Z. But because I guess you're not so and so, And that's here. I've never experienced that anywhere else. Like you have to have a popularity concept before people will spend with you, or even you just trying to buy something from them. That's how deep the rabbit hole goes. Isn't that's terrible?
Well, the goal is to develop new cycles of influence. 58 been, experienced that, dealing with that. Now it's time to find those that want to behave in a different manner.
That's right. It's about finding. I've learned that too. Find your supporters.
Yeah.
Find those who forget all those other ones. Find those who support you, and vice versa. That's all you got to do. That's how you handle that.
Yeah, because
absolutely,
we're wasting time trying to convince people that say or should love us, should give support. Sometimes it comes from our own family. That's when I talk to young people. Don't get angry or upset that your friends or family members don't support you. Just find new circles of influence, or new people to support you, and then eventually they'll come along.
Absolutely.
Right down. Omaha, the Birds, the Bluffs. We're talking to Tillie and myself, the boss. Today is Winning Women Wednesday. Man, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's about 67 degrees. Make sure you guys, without a doubt, drive safe out there. Shouts out to all the bus drivers that transporting our precious cargo, without a doubt. Now, we're talking about colorism, y'all. And basic colorism, leads to, that behavior, crab in the barrel
mentality. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it leads to. Because I'm not going to support you because you black or you light skinned, et cetera, et cetera. And we're playing it in the hands of those that have, captured us.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And we have to, I think that it's important to try, and it starts with you. It always starts with the self, and we're definitely doing that here, to where we're just putting the awareness out there, and just speaking about the matter, because it is a real thing and it does affect us all. It does.
Yep. It's easy. It's easy to identify racism from someone else, but it's really even tougher to deal with that same favoritism / racism when you come from your own. Mm-hmm. And I know every ethnicity, every subgroup deal with it.
Yeah.
But here in America, Black people in particular have been subjected to this, and now that behavior is kind of passed on. It's kind of like breathing. It's like natural.
It's like a natural thing, yeah.
That we prefer stronger, or we say that I'm the man. I'm gonna go for all mines. I don't care how small I am. And so Black men had an attitude because of the environment. I've dealt with threats. I've stopped Negroes from raping women. Seen murders, testifying, been a probation officer. I mean, we're doing a lot of variables in order to just to survive here. You've been a Black woman. I know you deal with sexism every day.
Yes.
You're dealing with a discrimination because you are a woman, and then you're Black.
Yeah.
And then if you got a child, now you're a such and such mom.
Yeah.
So all these variables,
so many different things that we
and labels that we put on each other to hold each other down. And these are the same labels that massa used against us, and now we're using it against each other.
Yep.
Our goal here at 95.7 The Boss, told you we are a research radio station. Our goal is to modify our behavior so we're better individuals, better family members, and better citizens. Like you practice negativity, we practice positivity.
Yes, overcoming evil with good.
Yeah, but I doubt it. We practice it.
Yeah,
we practice it. My mother, who could not read and write, but she had a PhD in common sense. See, y'all not smarter than me. I'm smart. I'm smart. Now you might be smarter than me in a certain subject.
Yeah.
But I studied a lot of ologies, and I had to because my mom couldn't read and write. I could not go and fail my mother, who actually picked cotton because she dealt with colorism. She was on the picking cotton because she was black, and white people created that condition because she was black, and now black people are doing that same thing because I'm light skinned and I'm dark skinned, and we're doing the same thing within our subset in our group, and we need to
generational.
We need to talk about it, identify it, and then implement a plan to stop that.
Yes, absolutely.
Because that's why the kids are still fighting on the bus.
Yeah. They're still calling each other, the booty scratcher names and the N words, like all of that. Like I said, my niece right now is in the 5th grade, and her teacher is putting it on her, like just discriminating against her because of her, her beautiful chocolate skin.
Well, the blacker the cherry, the sweeter the juice. That's what they say, boy. Give me a cherry. Who got some cherry?
Well, that's how you feel because I'm golden. I'm pretty golden brown and honey. It's all sweet over here.
Without doubt.
Okay.
And we do like light skinned grapes. Don't get mad at me.
This is what I say about the people who like bigger women. Some people like bigger women, but like just like they say about you. And one of my brothers say, well, Tillie, what is it? Traditional wings like the wings with meat. Well, go ahead and get the meat. Go ahead and get the wings that got the just meat and no bone. I said, but everybody like traditional wings because of the bone hold that flavor, honey. Okay, us little folks, we hold that flavor, baby. That's all I'm trying. That's all I'm trying to say. So, I'm gonna always stand my ground. Okay, always.
Without doubt. I'm little. I encourage, but I'm strong. But everybody, love yourself for what God has blessed you with. You know what I mean? Because we're all unique, and that's the greatness of God. Because we're all unique.
Yes.
Even twins, the H girls. They say they're twins, but after you keep looking at them, they don't look like twins, do they? On H&H commercial, they had the two twins.
Yes, those are real twins. Yeah, I have fraternal twins.
Yeah,
see,
but after a while,
but they look identical.
But after a while, you see the differences. So
it's hard though. You gotta really look at them two because they really look just.
I grew up with the Caldwells, and I grew up with the twins. So after a while, you can just distinguish some differences.
Yeah.
And so we're all unique.
Yes.
We're all unique. We all like different flavors, like different foods. So embrace your uniqueness, y'all.
You have to
embrace it.
You have to dig deep down inside of yourself and really be honest with yourself. What you like, what you don't like, what's your strengths, what's your weaknesses, all of these things. There's only one you. That's what I tell my daughter all the time. There's only one you. And that's what makes you so unique and different. Everybody has their own fingerprint, so their own uniqueness built up and all to once. You have to find that thing. If you're right now behind insecurities or self-doubts or anything, just take, I always say stay prayerful, okay? But take the time to really look deep within and find that thing that is going to get you going about yourself. We all have it. Don't look at the other person all the time and try to say, well, this person, no, look at yourself. This is a self thing. You have to really dig deep. Go ahead and cry if you got to cry. Let it all out. That's okay. That's okay, because that's where healing is coming in at. But you got to be 100. You got to be 100 with yourself. Okay. When you're building, it's all about, like my dad always say, you can tear down, but when you tear down, you got to build yourself back up.
Without doubt. Omaha, the birds are blessed. We're going to take a quick break. It's
take a pause for the cause.
424. Let's see what we got going on, y'all. Today is Wednesday. This song by my man Prophecy. Come walk through my hood. Boss with me.
Bust
steps away from my porch, headed to the corner store. Could smell the aromas of death, lust, and hydro. Our kids playing out in the streets, make you want to pop their mouths, talking disrespectful. Hell, you never see their parents around. A block away from my crib, walking through a gang slang and gang bang. Lost souls repeating the same thing. Really wish that I could move right now, but I can't. So since we're both here, maybe you could take my hand and walk. Come with me through my hood. Come on and take a walk with me. Redemption ain't all good. Take my hand, baby, if you take my hand, finally then you'll understand. Baby, if you take my hand, finally then you'll understand. About 2 more blocks to go before I reach my destination. Perspiration, 97 degrees, I'ma need that hydration. Contemplating for the first time of buying a strap. Cause only 50 feet from my current stance, but let's get jacked. And I can't do a thing beside walk on by. Because I don't have some heat like they do. Yet it's still my heart cries. Only 1 more block to go to finish my mission. And it's my favorite block cause it's sister that I've been feeling. Hey, what's up, Aisha? Damn, what happened to you? But I would be alive and like it's the first time. Only once can you play victim when you find someone's toxic. After that, you're willing to participate in all the night. She replied, I really wish that I could leave, but I can't. So since we're both here, maybe you could take my hand and walk with me. Come with me through my hood. Come on and take a walk with me. Redemption ain't all good. Take my hand, baby, if you take my hand, finally again you'll understand. Baby, if you take my hand, finally again you'll understand.
Don't stop and keep up. We can make it last forever. I can ride with you all night. We can have a good time. She's giving me a good vibe. And you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Hey baby, bring it on me. I want your kiss, your love, your touch, girl, everything. You got me caught on me. The way you're pushing up on it. And it's in the my system. And while we slow grind, baby, just listen. I can see it in your eyes. You're in another world. There's no one else around. It's just me and you. Just let your head down and be free with me. Baby, I'm all yours tonight. Girl, you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Don't stop and keep it coming. We can make it last forever. I can ride with you all night. We gonna have a good time. Just giving me a good vibe. And you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure of you. Hey baby, bring it on to me. You're looking real good with your freakum dress on. The closer we get, girl, it's turning me on. A couple more shots and we both lit. Throw it to me, baby, I know what to do with it. Cause I got this in my system. And while we slow grind, baby, just listen, yeah. I can see it in your eyes, you're in another world. There's no one else around, it's just me and you. Just let your head down and be free with me. Baby, I'm all yours tonight, yeah. Oh yeah. And there's a full moon, let yourself in jail. Knowing the stars come. And there's a full moon, let yourself in jail. Oh, and there's a full moon, let yourself in jail. And there's a full moon, girl, you got me. Girl, you got me where you want. And all I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure. Don't stop and keep it going. We can make it last forever. I can run with you all night. Good time. Just giving me a good vibe. And you got me what I need. All I wanna do is enjoy the pleasure. Warrior song cry war, warrior song cry war, lit like Bill, let go, moving that one like Mo, warrior song cry war, warrior song cry war, lit like Bill, let go, moving that one like Mo, warrior bell like me, Herman say la belle, Herman can't pop it, pop pace and still be scared. Can't stop living like golden. With the fan bell running, we rollin'. Party's like living like golden. Party style living like golden. I wake up, I feel like I'm chosen. My life holy, the crown and the Rolex. Hearing my ancestors chant, they like we're stolen, we back to collect. I need the same, go around my neck. Got me a pit, put a thorn in that beat. Yeah, we just masking the sin. My bro, he a savage, his name on the list, he get nice with the pen. I feel the spirit blowing in the wind, working even when the moon ain't lit. Some the slaves to the game, but we own our own masters and whips. Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war, lit like Bill, let go, moving that one like Mo. Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war, lit like Bill, let go, moving that one like Mo. Warrior bell like me, Herman say la belle, Herman can't pop it, pop pace and still be scared. Can't stop living like golden. With the fan bell running, we rollin'. Party's like living like golden. Party style living like golden. Here we come, guess my time has arrived. Couple prints, aboriginal rise. My ancestors told me you wait to kill Kobe. You know my next movie, no surprise. I'm about to slide at the beach. I got my eye on y'all purpose. Now leave for desecration. Spirit culture got separated. This is a war zone where my banshee sound of a battle cry. Rain man dancing, came with arrows and guys and matches. Holding my ground, 10 standing. Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war. Lit like Bill, let go. Moving that one like Mo. Warrior sound cry war, warrior sound cry war. Lit like Bill, let go. Moving that one like Mo. Warrior bell like me. Herman say la belle, Herman can't pop it, pop pace and still be scared. Can't stop living like golden. With the fan bell running, we rollin'. Party's like living like golden. Party style living like golden.
Yeah. Let the beat drop. I throw you around, snap cat back, honey, golden cheeks to the ground. Let the beat drop. I saw on your hips, now I got you dirty, running with some aggressiveness. Yeah. But let the song play, cause it's feeling kinda good like a mini escape. Let me live it up. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm too deep in the zone to leave it alone. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Throw them cheeks to the ground. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw them hips to the ground. Throw them hips to the ground now. It's the time to lose your mind. It feels right. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Throw your shoulders around. Your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Though you're knocking around. Though you're knocking around, down, down. Let's rock. Cause we're getting it on. And there ain't no way to stop us cause we're setting the tone. Let the face rock. Cause we're slaying them down. And if you ain't noticed, honey, it'd be like wearing the crown. Yeah. Cause we know they like the sound of the way their voices is carrying now. Let it all drop. Let it all fall down. We just want one night with no problems around here. This is the time to lose your mind. It feels right. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me? Let the beat down. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Throw your knocking around. Throw your cheeks to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your shoulders around. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. Won't you follow me now? Won't you follow me now? Let the beat drop. Throw your hips to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Let the lace rock. Throw your chest to the ground. Throw your shoulders around. Let the people talk. Thighs to the ground. Throw your knocking around. Yeah. This is the time to lose your mind. It feels right. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, this is the time to lose your mind. It feels right. Don't let time fly. Grab a hold of the night. And if your grip is tight, you got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up. You got to want to live it up. You got to want to get on up.
Rolling deep in these streets like the Taliban's. I slaughter, dog, I gotta go harder. Holding heat until I blow like a cylinder daily. I paid me to provide as a father. Doing what I can, showing them a better man. Hustle a little faster, pray a lot harder. Till I got bread in my hand like dividends. Till I'm just hustling and touching, make a rubber bands. Without losing my kids or losing contraband. You understand what I'm stressing, man. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired of life. And everybody keeps on saying.
And all because I thought you had me sad, even though you showed we could have had it all, but all you saw was you. You got too far inside my head, and you play me. I've been trying with my heart. star. I know one thing that's for sure. The more they try to stop me, the more that I'm gonna go.
I got C, they got D, no Similac. Ain't shit for free for me, no sipping that. Luxury seem like a dream, give me some of that. Unity be one thing, I know my people lack. What's ridicule if you lashes across the back? Crossover never crossed out, the thinking for the back. Never bored, return the band, but the plan, I think God forgive me one time, man, but I'll get you back.
But all you saw was you. You got to buy inside my head, and you play me, and all because I thought you had me sad, even though you sure no.
That's my man, No Good. Oh yeah, but he is so good, y'all. He is so good. Rolling in deep, and that's what we is. They rolling in here deep. With idea, welcome to 95.7 The Boss. I got my former, actually, she's a former co-host, Lachey. She's on the other end. She did this thing for about a year, Lachey? What'd you say?
It was a year.
Yeah, okay. She knew
COVID,
this. She knew to this.
Yeah, COVID kicked me out.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but I'm back, baby. One time, but a one time on your mind.
So what's going on? I know you ain't nonstop. You are nonstop.
Oh yeah, I don't never stop. But I am slowed down because I was doing too much. But I wanted to come on and talk about the show that we have going on.
Okay.
Because my business, its main focus is working on and improving and enhancing the physical, mental, and well-being of Black entertainers. Because a lot of time, Black entertainers are not all right.
Oh, yeah,
they're not okay. They're underappreciated. They're underpaid. You know what I mean? They're kind of thrown to the side. You know what I mean? And it doesn't create a space where wellness is really, enhanced or pushed, or, I'm saying, even looked positively on, because you look at, what we're portrayed as in the media and on, in movies and things like that. And a lot of the time it's the same rhetoric over and over and over again, and it's not positive.
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Brooke, you turn that not that light out, the side light on the side of the wall. Yeah. There we go. So we get that sound off. The fluorescent lights get in the mics. But okay, now we'll talk about colorism earlier. Yes. And this goes back to how white men have portrayed Black women on media.
Yeah.
And now how Black women are now doing it themselves.
Oh yeah.
In order to maybe get the bag. So they still influence in some kind of way. And so now when I open my phone, all I see is Gluteus Maximus.
Right.
Everywhere I see Gluteus Maximus everywhere. Gluteus Maximus.
I see that booty swing.
Gluteus Maximus. I see that. I see everywhere. I say, hey, come on, stop Gluteus Maximus.
I seen it.
You know what I mean?
I see that one too.
You know what I mean?
I see that one.
Yeah, you're gonna see so many Gluteus Maximus, and so I'm not mad at the Gluteus Maximus. I'm not saying that, but I have a daughter, right. And I have grandkids, and then now this movie about to come out. Now the mothers are worried about that their kids, grandkids, are gonna see them doing Gluteus Maximus.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really stop that one. You know what I mean? I feel like there's space with, being a child, becoming, an adult, that we're not taught to navigate well. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people in that age go crazy and they be wild, and they're looking for these things because, it's kind of like a rebirth. You know what I mean? The child you was dying and the new adult you was, emerging. And I feel like within our society, that's not handled well. So we do a little bit of crazy stuff. You know what I mean? And
listen, now both of y'all are beautiful women. I just want, what's your opinion when you see other women Gluteus Maximus all day?
Well, I'm a nurse by trade, so I see all types of
that's why.
Old, gringo, big, Black, white.
So it don't make a difference. I got that background too. That's why I had to quit here on COVID.
It's just, I think that even now it's starting, you have to get back to a character. The character of a person is just important. And it's sad that our society has resulted to this. Like, there's nothing wrong with a woman, having a beautiful appearance, things like that. But if you don't have nothing within you, then you're just
lost and
soft.
Good.
It's not good. Character is everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Now this show you got coming up has some character because it got a lot.
Yeah, it has a lot
I mean,
going on.
I see the poster.
Yes.
It has a lot of different flavor.
Yes.
A lot of different talent.
Right.
And so this one of my mentors, he's an old white guy. He gave my first computer when I started my radio station. We still business partners. And he said we are atoms, ATOMS. And he said sometimes atoms collide, they slide by. But so every once in a while, two collide and they create providence, they create greatness.
Yeah,
and so when I see that flyer, I see a
most
lot of
definitely.
atoms just colliding.
And,
And you see the color, you see the flavor.
the flavor,
and so
all types.
So I'm expecting that flavor.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get to exalt in vibration to the ears that's gonna move your soul.
Yes. Like
can I see that flyer?
Oh, most
I
definitely.
just want to touch it because I got goosebumps.
Like we promote.
That's a lot of flavor in this.
It
one.
is. We promote camaraderie. We promote
and
working
all the
together
colors.
and all the colors. You know what I mean? We include everybody. It's very inclusive when it comes to, the different type of personalities, the different type of colors. It doesn't matter. Like It's a Vibe is about creating a vibe, creating camaraderie, creating something that works. Like what we want by having It's a Vibe is to create something lucrative that can allow everybody the right to travel in their own lane with what they want to do. You know what I mean? And to enhance what they already have going on already. You know what I mean? And how can you lose when everybody is winning? You know what I mean? And it's fun and it's exciting and it's never the same. When I always say, expect the unexpected when you come to It's a Vibe, because you never know what's going to happen.
Okay. So now we got some of these people on here.
Yes.
So let's switch you out of here, Mademoiselle, because they know who you are.
Yes.
So let's get the smiley one over there. He just been smiling. I don't know what he owns.
He got joy.
Hey, really smiling. They call me cheese, but I don't know if I even cheese as much as this dude. It's gonna be over at the Hangout, 74. Dream on the Green, 7402 F Street. American Dream. Okay.
American Dream.
Okay. The American Dream, right off of 74th and F Street. Everybody know where it is. Especially the men. Y'all know where.
Don't be late.
Yes. y'all know where it is. All right, y'all. And that's going down next Saturday, right? May the 7th. And so you guys got time to get your gear together. It's a music and comedy showcase. All right. Nice. This is a musical comedy showcase. Now, the one next to me is what's your name? Speedy?
Speedy. Don't know. You got that right.
Okay, now, Omaha, you know how these stars are. You got their own nouns, adjectives, prepositional phrases, all yes and predicates. So go ahead and introduce yourself, big brother.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Speedy. How's Omaha doing?
Okay, man, you from here, bro? Where you from?
Originally from McAllister, Oklahoma, but it's my home, Omaha, Nebraska.
You said Council, Oklahoma?
No, McAllister, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Born and raised. 918.
Well, that's a different city, boy. Half Council Bluffs, half Omaha.
No.
Tulsa for a while.
Oh, show no, you know what I'm talking about there.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome to man, we should beat y'all, man. We should beat y'all today.
Oh, I know.
But now y'all getting us now, though.
Oh, for sure.
Y'all getting us. We ain't mad at y'all. We Oklahoma. So obviously you're a comedian.
A little bit, yes, for sure. All the way live.
So is that why you
actor, singer, dancer?
Okay, you do all
you know,
okay.
A lot of it. That's it. We gonna go.
Looks fast too. I mean, it shows everything like blur.
Only with the police behind me.
So now we're expecting a good show. What's the respect for you, Speedy?
I don't expect a little bit of this, a little bit of Don't Bury the Kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Okay. All right. So it's the 21 and up show. They will have spirits. Oh yeah, God will be in.
You know it. Go to church first and then come to the show.
Well, man, we appreciate you. Showcasing talent. You know what I mean? Because everybody don't manifest their God-given talent.
Yes.
Now, who told you was funny? Where did you mold your talent at?
Actually, I started at home first, and it leads up to each and every job I go to.
Okay, now who'd you crack on? Your mom, your brothers and sisters?
Everybody.
Everybody?
I don't even stop. I even crack on my kids when they come out.
All right. Well, sure, man. This is Isaac, aka Speedy. Get there early because you might miss him.
You know
he's that fast. All right.
That's so.
All right. Omaha, we got next guest. We're gonna shuffle them in because they got. I told you they mobbed in here, man. They came in.
They came
here
in
deep,
real deep.
without a doubt. Well, who's next coming up? This guy, his name Jamari. Yeah. So everybody got their own. See, I can tell the pictures from the actual person. That's how good this poster is. Jamari. Now, with the name Jamari, are you a singer or are you a comedian too?
I'm kind of an all-around person. Also a percussionist. I sit there on a cajon and I play nice vibey tunes for everybody to vibe to.
So that's your role.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So you're gonna play. Let's turn this down. Okay. So you set the rhythm and the tone.
Yes, I do.
Of the whole. How you say that one word?
It's a vibe. It's a
vibe. It's a vibe. I know y'all Ivanish. I know y'all Ivanish Negroes. I know y'all Ivanish Negroes. Boy. They spell it IZZA, y'all.
And vibe with a Y.
Yeah, I can understand that vibe with the Y. It's a vibe. I like it. I like it. See, that's how we really should spell it. We need to go talk to Google and yeah, but
it's a homophone.
So Jamari, you're gonna be setting the tone. You say you got an instrument, like it's a drum. Is it an traditional African drum?
Yes, it is. It's a wooden box drum. It's called a cajon, CAJON.
Okay.
And it very, very much gives any vibe that you need.
How do you learn to play? Oh, go ahead, Tillie.
No, have you been doing this since you was a child?
No, I just started this maybe a year and a half ago when I was a part of a band with Kaya Andrews. We got together, made something out of nothing, and I've been keeping it ever since.
Great. Well, we look forward to you should have brought it today, brother.
Yeah. Hey, look here.
Brought it back. On the set.
I most definitely will. I'm definitely interested.
Yeah. You know, a real hooper has a basketball and they car at all times. Yeah. Just in case somebody toss a smack. Yeah, just in case. Right. So, man, Jamar, are you from Omaha also?
Yes, I am. Born and raised.
All right.
It'll be 25 years this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 25, no job. That's a good age, boy.
Thank you.
Well, great luck next week.
Yes.
Make sure you guys come out and see Jamari. What we got next? Coming up.
It's Xander Loach World.
Okay. The DJ.
Oh yeah, he's a DJ. Sir Jinx, you probably have heard some of his music, you know, No Good music, and you know, No Good, has some great conscious music. So how you doing? Want to go ahead and introduce this bit, brother?
What's up, world? I'm on Nebraska. It's DJ Sir Jinx. How y'all doing today?
Man, doing good. Tillie, what you got for Sir Jinx? What's on your mind?
Well, yeah. How long you been DJing?
DJing like 20 plus years.
20 plus years. You enjoy it?
Yep.
Okay.
Passion.
Yeah.
Something I always love. So I'm a manipulator of music. So I'm a different type of a DJ. But when you come to It's a Vibe, what we do is we create that vibe. So I'm in control of setting that vibe. Okay. So
that's gonna be interesting.
So now, of course, what's the procedure of a DJ? Because we got a lot of young people, they just hear music. They hear DJ Khaled. They think DJ Khaled produces all the music.
No.
What does a DJ actually do?
There's many different roles of a DJ. DJs can be producers. They're the ones who set the vibe for everything. So when you're going into any type of environment club, the DJ is the most important part. You might have MCs, but my boys know this. Say without a DJ, we're just a bunch of people up here with mics just talking noise.
Oh, like the introduction to forward in the book.
Pretty much.
You
know, we're the background. We set everything, the music, the vibe, the whole tone with everything. When you go in, you need that DJ. You can't go into a bar with a DJ.
That's right.
So a DJ, because you know in our community, we want to plan something like Cinco de Mayo, but they always bring up, oh, violence. But when you have music and the DJ is on a personal MC talking positive stuff,
Right.
Does the DJ could really control the crowd? You can make them go left, or you can make
You
them
can
right.
make them go right. I
Very
mean,
true,
it's
yeah.
it's all based on music that you play. You
Mhm.
know, music has all kind of vibrations. So if
Right.
I want to start some stuff, I'm going to put on some rowdy stuff. But if I want to set a vibe, I'm gonna set and play vibe music. So it's all depending on what you're trying to do. If we're having events like that, we're going to do something family friendly that's going to be oriented towards everybody. We're not going to be playing none of the top little gangster stuff, and no hate on that, but you got to know the audience and everything that you're dealing with. And that's all what it
Cater
boils
to your
down. So you have to look at, I mean, a DJ, when they come out there, when we come out, we're looking at the audience. We're seeing who's there. Grandma's there, somebody's mama's there, somebody brought their kids. Okay, so now we know how we got to do this event. And then when you're also looking at how the people are vibing on the floor as well, you know, based on the music, if you're playing that type, you see a lot of people on there, you're going to continue with that type of tempo. If you see people not doing it, you're going to kind of switch tempos and play yourself, and that's going to cater to the crowd that you have.
So, and I really want to ask that question because it's just an education and it's a behavior behind being a DJ and the verbs and the vibration that you put out. It can control behavior. My degree is in behavioral science. I told you we smart over here. We very smart over here. And so the brother explained it very eloquently on how he controls the behavior of the crowd based off of the tempo, of the music.
Tempo, everything. I mean, it's everything is vibrations, energy. You know, so if you want to bring that energy, you're going to bring forth something that's going to create good energy. You don't want nothing that's going to create that bad energy unless you're in that environment that wants that type of stuff, you know.
Right.
And like I said, that all goes towards just catering to your crowd. You know, if that's the crowd that you want to do, bring your bulletproof vest and get your DJ on. You know,
Yeah,
I'm
without
just
doubt.
saying, you know,
Without doubt. And so for those that have fear when we're planning young people energies, because we got to realize we were young, and I'm 58. I think I feel I'm still young. Without doubt, baby. I'll run him. He got a big old stomach. Yeah, he got.
Yeah, you seem like you got a lot of energy.
what did 40 say? You ever seen a big boy run so fast?
You sound like you see how they around the room. I didn't think speedy, you know.
But hey, you can't judge a book by its cover now. That's true now. So
Okay. But that's the kind of show you're gonna get next Saturday, y'all. A fun show. Young people that have energy but have manifest their God-given talents. And so we got to open up the ears and eyes of owners that own venues, so we can let hip back in, because everybody's not on that vibe,
Right.
that negative vibe.
Right. I mean, the thing,
Well,
right.
it was, you know, after the first one, it wasn't as hard as you think. Like, it's really just catching on because it's an automatic. You know, we get together and we start having a good time. The spirits.
Yeah.
We start laughing.
Yeah.
It's just spirits. Like, I was the very first one. I was sick.
What?
You know what I mean? I was literally sick, like body hurting. You know what I'm saying? So when I got out of there, I'm like, shh. Better.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
all that
Energy
positivity,
matters.
all that
Energy
positive
and vibration
Right.
matters.
So
Yeah.
vibration does matter.
Yeah.
Positivity matters.
Yeah,
Vibration
it does.
matters. The DJ matters. You know, people setting the tone matters. All of these people matter.
Yes.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
I have a question. Is there gonna be food served there?
Yes.
Okay.
And it's delicious. I don't tell people until the very end when everybody's walking out. I'm like, did you like it?
Okay. So it's a whole spread.
Yeah. Well, we just do one thing. I don't know what's gonna happen this time.
Okay.
But last time it was nachos and it
okay.
very well. Because it's at the end of the night. They still have liquor, they still have alcohol.
So again, this is gonna be next Saturday.
I'm gonna try it.
Okay, it's a vibe.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Next
yeah.
Sunday, May.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, May
I'm gonna go
5th,
when I get off work.
May 7th.
Oh gosh.
It's going to be a music and comedy showcase. Man, it's going to be, of course, that African vibe, but you're going to get the mix from the DJ. It's a donation, $15 donation. Online, $15. At the door, it's $20. Where can they go online to get those tickets? Eventbrite.
Yeah.
So they just search IZZA Vibe with a Y, IZZA Vibe. You can go to Eventbrite. You can get your tickets right there online. $15. It includes food. They have entertainers. like 7 to 8 entertainers, comedians. I mean, all types of things. You guys can be playing games to win prizes, stuff like that. Okay, Omaha Wild and Out. Okay,
pretty much.
Oh, okay. I love 85
Yeah.
South. Oh gosh,
So
yes.
it's kind of like a combination of both of those.
Okay. Okay. So it's actually an entertaining type of show, y'all. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Do y'all have these all the time, or is this just
This is our third one since November.
That's good.
Yeah.
This is something that we don't have in Omaha, so that's perfect.
It's
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and it will be filmed for those that want to be part of the history.
Oh wow.
Check out and see, how we're growing, how we're going, how things.
Oh, good. Good.
Okay.
Acquired, a film team who want to come and help us push this show along.
Good.
Okay. Good.
So it's doing what it's supposed
That's
to.
awesome.
Right.
That's
All right.
awesome.
So who we got next? DJ. Did you, Jinx, we get everything for you?
We're gonna bring up Cameron Edwards.
Okay.
The fool
Cameron's
himself.
the host.
Oh, okay.
He said he can't get. Y'all gotta move the desk.
Fat guy's flexible, man. Y'all don't understand. It's just, I just look like this. Y'all really don't understand. This is really storage.
Oh,
Right.
I know that's right.
Right.
Go ahead. Show
Right.
me.
Yeah. It's
I don't know. We have to move
extra back there. Ask your baby mama. Yeah. All right.
Go ahead, introduce yourself, big brother.
Hey man. Say man. Y'all already know who it is. If you don't, your baby mama do. I promise you. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Cameron Edwards, man, comedian extraordinaire, Omaha North Side. I'm here. Y'all know what's going on. It's a Vibe Volume 3. What's up, Mr. King? What's going on, man?
Man, I'm trying to be like y'all. I'm trying to look young, fresh, dark, tall, and handsome. Short, skinny, fat. All that. I'm trying to look at. I'm trying to look at all of it.
Just bring it all together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like gumbo.
Look at it. We're gonna have a man girdle on or something.
Nah, man, I'm outside with it out. It's all yeah. Dad bods is winning right now. You know what I'm saying? Look,
Dad bods. So big stomachs are in. Big stomachs are in. Okay. I'm gonna poke my eyes out when I go outside.
that's all I'm saying. It's to get money good. You feel me? You gotta go out, rub your belly a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So your role next Sunday.
I'm the host.
Okay.
I am the host. The host with the most.
Hostess with the most.
Yeah. Especially when I turn to the side. It's crazy. It's not. It's crazy, man. It's the most.
Right.
No, but yeah, I've been hosting since the first show, man. I am the resident host. Even though she's been trying to slowly push me out, I feel like she's pushing me out. I'm here. She don't understand. I am here.
Right. You ain't going nowhere.
Nah, not at all. Not at all. Nah.
Okay, so you just begun and you finished this to the end. Now, who told you that you was funny?
Nobody. I don't know, man. I've just been doing this all my life. I've been acting the fool so long. It's just people kind of came to me like, hey man, you ever thought about doing stand-up comedy? You know what I mean? You ever tried it out? And it's like, I just tried it. You know what I mean? Been telling stories, talking smack all my life, man. Just kind of happened.
Where did it materialize? Because I know like Toby Hicks and started on the bus when I saw him from going when I was in high school. Jabber Gold, I see him doing his thing at Boys Club. Joining everybody before they play ball. So where did you work on your materials?
Everywhere. I'm tearing folks up everywhere. I mean, since before social media, I was at Christ Child down there on the north side tearing folks up.
Christ, you was at Christ?
North Christ Child Center to the Boys and Girls. Now remember when it was just the Boys Club, where the Hope Center is now. That used to be just the Boys Club. I was at the Boys Club. Then they turned it into the Hope Center. I was between the Hope Center and the Boys and Girls Club, acting the fool, doing what I do. From there, I went to high school and I went to prep for a year. But I went to North. I graduated from North with an F, Norf, North, North High, V up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a Viking.
Yeah, I was tearing folks up in the hallways there, all across. You don't come down the second floor hallway if you ain't on.
You gotta make sure you straight coming down that hallway.
You don't come down that hallway.
They
Listen,
will pump your
they'll
collar.
tear you up, man.
Make sure
Listen,
it's real.
you Only come down that hallway if you can fight or you got jokes or you fresh.
Are you fresh? That's right.
You gotta, because if you're not, we're gonna let you have it. I'm standing there in football jersey, you know what I'm saying? Look at it. What are those? All that.
I remember you taking it all the way
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I'm tearing folks up in the hallway. So we've been doing this so long, but it was like what really got me into it for real was just I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of came from going through so much, kind of a dark place, you know what I'm saying? Being in some messed up position, stuff like that. And I realized no matter what I've gone through, no matter what I've done, been through, experienced, I always kept my head up, I always kept a smile on my face.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It was a time where I slept in my truck for months. But when you saw me, you would never know. You know what I mean? I was
carry
always
that on you. Like,
yeah,
that's right.
I'm always smiling, always got my head up. I'm trying to speak life into somebody. So it was like, you know, we all going through something. We all dealing with something. So if I could just make you forget about whatever you going through for just that little bit of time that we together, I did my job. I did what I'm supposed to.
You got that winner's mentality.
You know what I mean?
You're a champion.
That's what I love about it. So it's like laughter is healing, man. It's medicine.
Very much healing. It is.
Yeah. I've watched people literally change their health, their life, their mentality, the way that their bank account, everything just by changing the way that they think. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if I can help somebody to do that, I did my job.
Well, you know, man, obviously God loves laughter.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because every time you smile, it releases endorphins that actually creates healing.
Yes.
So God obviously wants you to be happy, smiling.
Yeah.
And it don't cost a thing. It don't cost a thing.
Come on.
You
That's
know?
all I'm
That's what
saying.
people understand.
I promise. And then you know what? I don't care if you laugh or not. They paid me to be here anyway. So like, you might as well have a good time. They paid me to be here. You had to pay to come see me. It's a difference. You feel me? So have a good time. Relax. Enjoy yourself. Otherwise, I'm gonna still get paid. See y'all in a minute. Like, I don't know. Ain't that how you look at work? You go to work, you do your job, you get paid. I'm not here to make no friends. We could be cool, but I'm not out here to do my job, get paid, and I'm going back home. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to bring laughter, bring joy, and I'm going home. Like,
make sure you guys show up next Sunday, the 7th, May 7th. Yeah. Dream on the Green, Omaha Music. It's a music and comedy showcase. It's going to be at 7402 F Street.
Yep.
Doors open at 8 o'clock. Show begins at 9 o'clock sharp. $15 donation online. You can go to Eventbrite. It's a vibe. IZZA is what you search for it. VYBE.
Oh yeah, I got the single that I dropped too.
Okay.
The Southern Soul track is called Booty Swing. It's on all streaming platforms. Southern Soul. I got another one called Sick and Tired too, but Booty Swing is what I've been pushing, man. I've been doing my Southern Soul joint. They told me you played it down here too, but I don't know. I don't know if you did.
Which one? You said to me, did I
play?
play?
It's called Booty Swing. They said somebody called me and said, "Hey man, they play Booty Swing on the radio." I was like, Mama, I made it. I made it. They play me on the radio. I made it. Yeah. Don't ask me for no money though. It ain't paying that much. It ain't.
It might be so. Make sure I get it.
I got you.
Make sure I get it. Hey, we gotta get out here. I think E-Dub's show is coming up. Okay, go ahead. I know we lost the camera, but we're still on the air. 95.7 The Boss. Tillie, what you had something to say, Tillie?
Oh, we have one more individual.
Oh, we got one more guest.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
That's top flight security. That's Sharice Holistic Healing. That is
awesome.
That's one of our sponsors and our vendors.
Yeah, I call her the healer. She makes all kinds
sweet
of stuff.
too on the menu. Okay, good. I love sweet.
No, listen, they got some no-bake cookies, right? No, they bake on the table. Tell them, Speedy. They bake these cookies on the table.
Raw.
They
raw
made
cookies.
with no gluten, no dairy, no eggs. It's just
that's good because I'm on a diet. So
fundraising partnership where I go and I raise funds for other organizations and businesses when they allow me to come to their event.
Okay.
And set up for sweets. We give them a part of the proceeds, and they're so good. They're all vegan. They're nut free, soy free, dairy free, egg free. We have some that are gluten free, but they're delicious.
Fire.
Wow.
Like
Real talk.
My business, everything we do is about well-being.
Yes.
Wellness and space.
And y'all can trust me, I'm fat. Like,
oh yeah, without doubt.
About being a conduit for the community.
Oh yeah.
And being able to, each one teach one, and everybody, that's awesome. That's good.
History,
We need
yeah.
that. Yes.
All
I need
right.
your card.
Well, Omaha, the Birds of Bless, man. It's been a fantastic show. We're gonna bring. Well, I'm gonna be gone next week. I'm gonna be actually in Houston next week. I'm
You need
going
a
to
standing
learn.
host? You
Yeah,
need a
I'm gonna
host?
learn. I'm going to learn.
You want me to come host? I'll come host next week if you want me to come host.
Hey, you can slide. You can slide through anytime, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm coming out. Oh yeah, Mama, I'm on the radio.
Mama, he made it to the radio, Mama. He made it.
I'm on the radio, Mama. Mama, look. You feel me? Oh, shout out to the Southern Spoon, best food in the city. Yeah, yes, Lord, talking to me. Good job, Jamari. Good job, Mighty. Look, fry my crispy. How about that? Look. Crispy fishy. You feel me?
Without a doubt. Omaha, the Birds of Bless. We about to get out here, my man E-Dub from 5 to 6. I know we late, but my man, Mr. Soul from 7 to 10 tonight. Today is Winning Women Wednesday. Be purposeful on acknowledging the women in your lives, from your daughter to your great. Women go through so many abuses and they don't even tell their own families. So we want to acknowledge them. I come from a black woman. 5'5", no jive. Woo! Boss with me, y'all.
Come on, man. Radio's up right now.
Maybe
Relationship Wednesday.
need you.
It's one of my favorite new artists right here.
Turning my heart blue.
Come on, tell a friend to tell two more friends.